We watched the Halloween episode. That's
Which one?
You were dressed as Frankenstein's
you were
bride.
hilarious.
That's right. Okay.
Jennifer, you were hilarious. You were like, come into the... You were terrific.
Well, give me a costume.
Wait, is this when you were
I was Cher.
Oh, that's yes.
You do an amazing
I do an
Cher.
amazing Cher, but I couldn't do Cher the singing because they had to have the
the copyright.
Oh, they weren't.
But
But
you
you
can
could
do
do
it
it right now.
Yes.
A little
yes,
Cher.
Give us a little taste.
Well, okay.
She's getting into it. Here it comes.
Well, my hairdresser said, my husband does a great Cher. And I said, oh, really? Let me hear him. So she calls him over and he does Cher. But, he's a man. So then he did Walking in Memphis. Mm-hmm. So that's not the one I usually do. But I tried it and I didn't. Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane.
I love it.
It's so good.
The pour and a rain, walking in Memphis. But I usually do. I'm riding in your car. You turn on the radio. You're holding me close, but I just say no. I say I don't like it, but you know I'm a liar.
Maria, well done. Yay! There's a lot of stuff that Cher does with her tongue, like how you drop it and like that. That's
Well,
very
I do it
interesting.
to help me.
I'm
Yeah,
having
what-
flashbacks to all of rehearsal where and all of the pre-tape stuff when you were in that costume, because you had so much fun. The moment you got in that costume, you were full Cher, like so much of the time.
You know
We
how
get
I
to
learned
play,
Cher?
we get
I
to-
was a teenager and I was watching cable TV and
Yeah.
one of her concerts came on.
Oh.
So I'm just watching the concert and I walk out of my parents' bedroom where I was watching it and I'm like, walking in Memphis. I'm
She's
just
so
doing
fun.
it. She's just...
I was telling you before we got started, like Cher was one of mine when I was, because again, I was a 40-year-old when I was born, but like I loved Cher.
Okay, now you have to do your Cher,
Lord.
Jen.
How am I supposed to follow that?
Yeah.
Come on. But I mean, like I literally would just, gypsies, tramps, and thieves, like
No!
yeah, like I said,
Well
I can't
done.
follow that, but I loved Cher too. How can you not?
Whatever that, all the
So
men
who
would come
chose
around.
Did you choose the Halloween episode? Or
Did I choose it?
Yeah, because you said you watched it with the family, right?
Yes, I said, let's watch. Well, it was recorded on the VCR thing.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And I said, what's recorded? And I said, the Halloween episode, let's watch it. And we laughed out loud. It was hilarious. And I'm like, why don't we watch Wizards more often as a family? We don't watch a lot of things together as a family, unfortunately.
Well, it's hard to get
She
everybody
wants to see
together.
this and he wants to see that.
Right.
And
Well, but David, you did the kid, obviously the kids saw David was on one of the episodes, your husband,
Yes.
David. And it was the one.
he was the kukui.
The Kukui,
Yes.
right?
It
Which
was
is, for
scary.
people who don't know, it's a mythical,
It's a
dangerous.
mystical Mexican heritage, like boogeyman.
Right.
And so that was so cool that the writers put that in,
And so fun to have David to be on the show.
it
That was
was.
Well,
so
your whole
great.
family was on.
Yeah,
'cause
Bridget
Bridget and Madeline were both on the show.
Yes.
weren't they?
Well, Bridget played a little girl in the Cinderella episode.
yeah.
Where Selena's reading. You're reading the story.
Yeah, it's a Harperella.
Harperella. That's
Yeah.
it. Oh, you were so great in that one.
Thank
That
you.
was so sweet.
Have they watched their episode?
Yeah. She
Yes.
saw that one where she was little and you're reading to her. And Madeline's in the outtakes of the movie. She's little me.
Okay.
She's little me. She's just dressed like me when we turn into toddlers.
Yes.
It's
That's
in
what
the
it was.
special extras on the DVD.
Okay.
And she's me, and then she's like crying.
Right, I remember because we got turned into toddlers.
Yeah.
And then we
Get turned back into.
But I was turned into you, and I had your outfit and your wrap and the one
Yes.
piece and the heels. I had to walk in heels. I almost tripped. It's very
It's hard.
difficult.
It is. You were terrific.
That was fun.
You're so
Jennifer-
easy to love, David.
Oh my God.
So easy to love. Listen, I'm a good
Go
actress.
on, Maria.
I'm a very good actress. I give myself over to the role, and but there are times when it's not. You have to have special effort to be where the character's supposed to be because of the actor, perhaps. You are effortless to love. You are so open and so naturally funny, like your dad and your whole family, and you are just wonderful.
Thank you, Maria. I
Yes.
really appreciate you
And
saying that.
Jen, it's the truth, and I say it to all the kids when they talk to me at the cons. You you're a lot of people's favorite. Do you know that?
Yeah, I've heard that from people, and it means the world to me. Like it's
Well, there was a uniqueness and a love and a joy that was about Harper.
Yes, and it's not just the character of Harper. It's the way it's who Jen is, and again, the brilliance of the casting of Disney.
Yeah.
To put an actress with so many levels to her, where she's not annoying being this weird girl. She was lovable, had levels, vulnerability, intelligence,
and a little bit of a dark past.
yet unpredictability.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, she was like super sophisticated in some areas.
And also, Harper was like an extension of the Russo family. I mean, you were technically our
I was an honorary Russo.
Oh,
I like to think.
100%.
Oh, more than that. Don't you remember when we were going to leave our retirement to Harper? We were gonna,
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
we were
that.
we were
she's
banking on her
responsible.
taking care of us, and that was brilliant and
I
hilarious.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah, we
Great
were taking
memory.
her more seriously than our
Of
crazy
course.
kids.
That's so funny.
You know, one time I said, I'm such an actress. One time I said to Todd Greenwald, the creator of our show, I said, I think it was like third, fourth season. I'm like, were they really made like Jake's character like really like on a different plane than us? Like really out
yeah.
there? Like even
like
more,
not smart, you mean?
well,
Is that what you mean,
smart
or-
in a very different way.
Politically.
Well put.
yes.
Well put.
And I was like, I'm like, guys, that was so cool. The way, like the way that, Jake's a teen now, and you know how teens can be kind of flighty and detached. And you guys are you're writing Jake like that. Like I see what you're doing. Like me thinking
Yeah.
I'm so smart. Right. And Todd goes, yeah, well, we write to all your strengths.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh, it's not just
is
that
that?
Jake is going through something. They see my weirdness,
Yeah.
and they write to my weirdness, which is brilliant. But here I am thinking that I'm not like crazy and vain and all those things that they make Theresa like, towards the end she was like, trying on Alex's clothes and
Yeah.
kind of
Trying to be younger.
They,
and
they, got,
everything,
they
yeah.
got extreme. We were talking about that with Gigi and Perry about how they kind of the fourth season they kind of got it really extreme with some things.
Yeah.
Like I felt like there was after Peter left, I felt like there was some of the heart of the show that kind of got lost and trying to make it really.
I don't remember.
No, it's okay. It was a long time ago.
Peter Marietta was one of the writers.
Peter was
and the-
amazing. No, I worked with Peter again on Christella.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I was
But
just
the
trying
show-
to be
there was
funny.
something
Yeah.
But
No, I
that-
don't remember like the changes, but now that you talk about it,
I think our family dynamic in the first 3 seasons, if I
Yeah.
may back you up
Yeah,
on
please.
this, was we were an ensemble show.
Right.
And then for me in the fourth season, it became more storyline A, storyline B, storyline C.
okay.
You know what I mean? Where I mean, I don't even remember when you guys moved out into an apartment.
Yeah.
There was, we were not as involved.
But Gigi
with
and,
you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Perry were kind of talking about how two of our writers were talking about how Disney was more onto them about to be more extreme with things. Like they wanted to do the wizards versus whatever. And so,
Right.
but I felt that even with our characters, like our characters got a bit more extreme, a bit more caricature.
Right, right.
Than grounded than they were in the first 3 seasons. So that's where
Yeah.
I felt like we started to have like, Jerry being a bit more cheap, Harper being a bit more over the top, like Theresa trying on the clothes, like that kind
Right.
of like more of like the over the top
right.
versions of
Now
what we
that
were
you
used
mention
to.
it,
Yeah.
I do prefer not to be more grounded.
Sure.
Yeah.
But as an actor, we're supposed to justify everything that's
Yeah.
given to us. I have to make this my own, and I have to create a reason for why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So I just did it. I
Yeah.
just
We all
justified
did.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Some actors are a bit more. They question more things. David and I, my husband, who's an actor too, we've talked about this. Like, he's even more so than I am, where he can't even like be objective. He's like, I don't know if it's good or not. I just have to justify it.
Yeah.
We just have to make it work.
It's our job.
Yeah.
Because it's your job. And then, so I didn't really think about that till you mention it now. I've always known that Peter Murrieta, Ben Montano, Vince Chung, Todd Greenwald, Gigi McCreary, Perry, they all had so many different wonderful strengths. And the other writers as well. We've had
Yeah.
several.
Yeah.
But I remember like when the tone changed And Selena was so smart. She's such a good instinctual actress, and I told her so. She finessed the changes so well.
Yeah.
When they made her meaner, she took that in and made mean with reason, or mean with heart.
So it wasn't abrupt.
Yeah, it's just,
And
again.
justifiable. I mean, I think any villain or any person who's bad is doing it because they believe it. They're not doing it because they're bad. There's a justification for that. And
But you liked her and you rooted for her and you loved her.
Yeah.
Because not because, but I agree with you. And I think because we all loved. Hey, thank you so much for watching this clip of Wizards of Waverly Pod. And for the full episode, go to the Wizards Pod YouTube channel. The link is in the description.
And for exclusive weekly bonus content, join our Patreon now. There's a link in the description for that too. Thanks for watching.
Bye now.